Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber from Kyuujin, and we're back with you guys for Black Sails Season 4, Episode 1.
The last season. And last time we were here, things went sour really quickly, went to shit, but a shit we had planned, because we baited Rogers to the island, and we had prepared something. Even though we had less men, even though they had a lot of ships, we knew the place a lot better than they did. We used people's, trust and respect for John to manipulate, who was it? It was Hornigold, right?
Yeah.
And we got them inland where we had the advantage. We killed Hornigold, so that guy is gone. Long time coming. He's been the first one to betray us. Bye. We were also pissed because we lost Charles last season, so you got Jack and Anne angry about that, teaming up with Blackbeard to also kind of trouble the people on the boats, pretend that we were dumb and stupid and we had no strategies when in fact we had one. We got on their ship, we got them to shoot at one another, it was crazy, and then we had a stare-off between Flint and John, because last episode was also about, starting John's legacy even though he doesn't know it, and also building up what could potentially be a true confrontation between Flint and John. Because everyone that's been partners with Flint end up dying, and John is basically saying, I won't let it happen. Now this, not to me, right?
Oh man, yeah.
So we're building towards one of them will have to die, so the other can continue.
Probably killed by the others.
Maybe, if it comes to that. I don't see it yet, but who knows what can happen in one season. But yeah, this is basically where we are. The recap will help us get back into things, because it's been a minute for us, but we've got a win, but Rogers is not dead. They are still in Nassau. Eleanor is still doing her shit. We've got allies, but still not enough, and Spain is gonna get involved at one point eventually. So, yeah, without further ado, let's jump in this first episode of the last season and see what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of these, and check out our Patreon for the full-length reactions.
Alright, let's go.
Oh, and she got a hat.
I got a promotion.
We forgot about that. She's a captain now. We're coming for Eleanor, I think, this season too. I don't know if she survives this, but people are angry right now.
After everything that she's done, if she survived this, she's one hell of a lucky woman.
And the Lord said unto Rebekah, 2 nations are in thy womb. 2 peoples within you who shall be divided.
What's a net?
Someone stuck in it.
One
Is that what happened
stronger
to
than the other.
Billy.
to Billy?
Nah.
2 seasons ago?
Nah.
And the older shall
Is it
serve
John?
the younger.
What the fuck happened?
I just wouldn't let it. No, wait. Is it John?
Yeah,
Whoa!
it's John. It's John.
Twins. As close as 2 things can get. And what's the first thing they do to each other? Fight. Over who gets to be the first one to see the light of day. And here I sit, at the head of an army of men, each of whom, present company included, has probably at some point considered killing the man he now fights alongside.
Yeah, pirates.
Present company.
I haven't considered killing you in months.
In months.
We are so close. If we can just hold this alliance together just a little longer, if we can just will it forward just a little more.
And nothing will ever be the same for anyone ever again.
But that's pretending we can stay friends till then, right?
You and I have willed our man through unthinkable things to get this far. Why not one more? To call Nassau home again.
One more season. She looks fire.
Lookout reported 5 2-masted vessels in the harbor while you were below.
That's what Billy's information suggested we should expect. With the governor's naval consort gone and the fort lightly armed, they won't be able to prevent us from making a landing today.
Careful. They are intelligent.
You still don't trust him, do you?
I understand why you do.
I don't believe that's what I asked.
We are in sight of the end of this journey. And he's still worried this alliance all falls apart before we get there.
Don't prove him right.
Please don't give him any more reason to indulge that feeling.
At least not now. Now is not the time.
Then again, he's the one last season who was, talking to him and being like, well, if it comes to me dying or you dying, I will fight to the death. Like, you have no reason to truly trust me.
Blew our courses as we approached the harbor.
I always love when he's on their ship directing things.
Right, sir.
Because honestly, him and Charles, the actual real pirates in the story, they are almost never on the ship.
I know.
Remind the men in whose name this fight is to be fought.
You think they've forgotten? No.
But we are emotional beings, after all, and rhetoric is the fuel that feeds the fire. For 10,000 years, a man anticipating conquest has stood before his army.
Do it.
Don't tell me why. I don't care. Just
It's no wonder you don't say much.
If you
because these things.
He talks enough on his own.
All of us have given some part of ourselves to reach this moment. Today, we reclaim what is ours. And we seek retribution for what was taken from us. Today, there will be vengeance for the death of Charles Vane.
Yes. He doesn't pack as much of a punch as Flint, but yes.
He still speaks from the heart.
Yeah.
What is it?
The governor's sloops aren't moving.
Well, what would you have been doing?
Outgunned as they are, maybe nothing. Maybe something.
Like a trap? Too
No
easy.
guns.
It's just as Billy said.
It smells fishy right now. It's a trap.
I still don't trust Billy, by the way, so I don't know what's going on, but...
Why is she cutting across our back?
Helm! Hard to starboard! Brace on shore!
They willingly sank a ship or something?
I think they did.
So we crashed? I mean, that works. Rub bum. We know we all end up in the fucking ocean at the beginning of the episode.
Can we get free?
Oh fuck, and now we're stuck and you can just, yep. Can't underestimate anybody now in this show.
Your orders.
Open fire.
Open fire.
He looks
Open fire!
somehow different, like more intense.
Multi-iron maybe.
No, maybe he's just done. We talked about this last season, about how they want to paint him a villain and he tried not to, but now he's just gonna play the part, right? Ouch.
Signal the sloops to engage.
He's gone darker. That terrifies me a bit. I know he can do shit.
I mean, he's done with everything.
Give me the order! Not yet. If we don't get these men off the ship, they're dead.
If we don't find a way to harass those guns, everyone's dead.
All hands! Reset the topsails and together!
All that.
Pull those lines!
He tried to, yep. It's a good thing he's got a good mind for strategy.
Reload with chain shot and target their camp.
Fuck. He's not stressed at all. Yeah, no, we're going down. Welcome to season 4. This is what happens when Rogers plays the villain. I don't know if we can deal enough damage.
I mean, we can deal a bit of damage.
Yeah, before the sails go down and the ship goes dead again.
No. It's too late.
Technically, we're not trying to take them down as much as we're just, you know, making sure they don't shoot at us while we leave. Ah, fuck. Oh, girl, be careful.
What are you doing?
I'll be the slowest one!
Get on the ladder!
Go!
Just fucking jump.
Go!
Why are we moving in closer?
We cannot fire the great guns into that mess. We'll kill as many of our own men as theirs. But if we run, he may very well chase. And give the survivors their best chance of escaping to the fallback position on the eastern shore.
And if they don't chase?
Then we might be the only ones left.
It's a tough position.
Yeah, thing is, he has to climb down a net with a wooden leg. That's why he gets stuck in.
Oh, shit. I would have just jump?
Yeah, in the
When it
water and
displays?
swim. Oh fuck. Someone's gotta go for it. Yes.
Go after your man. Best friend. Soulmate. Friend of me.
Oh, those easy. We might not have time. All the colors and the use of the water and shit is beautiful. He was gonna go. I'll give him that. He was gonna go.
It's not too late, Flint. Go
But
after
he's
him.
being shot at. Everyone that gets close to you end up dying. Fuck. Oh, and the ship goes down. It's an intense start for season 4.
Shall we pursue the man of war, my lord?
You certain your men can capture her?
Teach is a formidable opponent, but his ship is weakened, and my men can attack from 3 directions with greater numbers, with greater discipline. Tactically, he's greatly disadvantaged.
Between tactics and passion, I'll take the latter. He will fight with passion today.
Yeah.
Revenge is a powerful motivator, undoubtedly. Fortunately, my men would like a little of it for themselves.
We're like, go! He wants you to go!
It's
Do it.
Flint's only chance at survival. Thank God they did.
Inform the council I'll return once the street is secure. And please have someone retrieve my wife.
Of course, my lord.
His wife. She showed up? Or he married Eleanor?
Maybe he married Eleanor.
But technically he's already married, so he can't.
No, he can't.
But a lot can happen in between seasons.
Let us sing a song.
Yes, I was thinking of the exact same scene.
It has been quiet for some time. If it were bad for us, I assume we would know by now. It bothers me that this does not bother you. What's that? That.
To be a proper wife.
To be here.
The world is changing so rapidly, and we with it. I fear the day will soon come when we will no longer recognize either. Nothing so important changes so quickly.
I don't know. It's true this isn't them.
Mrs. Rogers?
Mrs. Rogers, they married?
What happened to his wife in London?
He divorced.
So what, he got a wife in London and Nassau and Spain and stuff
I don't
like
know
this?
how it works, but this isn't okay.
3 ships grounded. Teach is still loose.
All things considered, we were very lucky. I'm sorry you weren't there to see it. I know it cannot be comfortable to be so remote.
She'd rather make the decisions with him. Can't feel strong if you're not on top well.
I will do whatever necessary to ensure your success here. If the street understands us better when I sit among your men's wives rather than your men, as uncomfortable as it may be, then that is a compromise I am willing to make.
I don't know about that. In the long run, she might not agree.
This isn't who she is as a person.
No.
I'll send for you as soon as I'm satisfied the street is secure.
She doesn't want to be the proper wife at home with no say.
She, as long as I know Eleanor, she wants to be in control of everything.
Yep.
This isn't her.
If you overshadow her, that's when it becomes a problem. That's what started the issue with Charles.
That's the last one.
He'll swim his way back. Come
Don't
on.
worry, he'll be fine. I think.
I mean, we know he's alive because Treasure Island, but
Here I must be careful. I have well over 200 men unaccounted for. Those who remain, it will be very hard to explain to them why, with all I have to tend to, I choose to stand here, hanging on to the fate of just one of them.
because you love him.
I know that you and he had been working closely together of late. Become friends, even. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Perhaps just that he is my friend too.
Like, he understands what she's going through, but he has to do the duty and go back to the men.
Yeah.
Because it's very rocky with them.
He's still alive. He's still alive.
We know he's still alive, but
I don't know how, but he's still alive.
Sucked in the harbor.
I know.
2 ships they sunk.
I know.
Then why the fuck didn't you warn us?
I did warn you.
The moment I learned of it, I sent word to Mr.
the word never got
He
to
was
us.
supposed to send word to you not to enter the harbor.
And Mr. Featherston has fucked us all. Yes, I know that too. Teach and the Revenge are unaccounted for. We saw them sailing north. The rest are presumed dead or captured.
Where's my legend?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's John Longsilver?
That's what he wants to know.
Silver?
He's assuming dead.
He chose the life of a mermaid. A merman.
There'll be debts to repay after today. But right now, we need to get off the sand.
Must be so, he must be despairing because, like, once again, he's got a plan to just throw Flint away, and now that plan is gone. Fuck, gotta find someone else.
Got to hire someone else to do the job.
I'm assuming he was captured.
We sail for Nassau soon. There are many other
Friends.
With benefits.
A lot of benefits.
I choose to be here. Where have you just chosen to go?
We received word today from Nassau that Billy's resistance movement has proclaimed its fealty to a pirate king.
You left my bed for that.
Well, I'm that supposed pirate king, girl.
The pirate king's name is Long John Silver.
What?
Long John Silver.
It ain't that long.
I surely saw value in the tall tales told about me after that night in the tavern. He used my name upon which to build his story.
And this bothers you. Why?
We've come this far because when Flint and I have the same mind, there's no obstacle we yet encountered that we cannot surmount.
But now you're pitting him against Flint.
To elevate one of us over the other, even as a fiction,
Yeah.
seems to me to be tempting fate in a most dangerous way.
And it upsets you. Because you believe he is your friend.
Yes, it upsets me. And I don't like him conscripting me into his cause without me even having a...
I was waiting for that. You could have asked.
Nobody asked me what I want.
Sorry. I believe he's my friend.
She thinks he's just...
Are you questioning whether I'm qualified to have an opinion on that subject?
But you might think you have a link with Flint, and it's not what you assume.
When a man first needs you, and thereafter calls you a friend, a little suspicion is a healthy thing.
That'd make a lot more sense if I didn't need him just as badly as he needs me.
It's a codependence thing.
Whatever he is to you, I don't believe you need him to be the man you are.
Yeah.
I think you would be a very good king.
Granted, he needs a confidence, but since his leg, I don't think he ever believed he was worth anything. And other people elevated him.
Yeah.
And I think Flint needing him kind of confirms that he's worth something. So it's a codependency situation. But it is tempting fate putting Flint against John in any kind of way. Okay.
Check the closers. Close all the gun ports.
Letting up.
Damage done to the rig. I can't maneuver a broadside around fast enough to be of any effect.
We're hauling in the guns. They'll board us easily.
I was always told that you were the one without fear.
It ain't fair to want to do a hard thing small.
I have no fear, but I ain't dumb.
If we can't win
This is
any,
a dumb plan.
if we can't win any ship battle,
He wants this fight.
we'll fight on deck.
Let him have it.
Yeah, maybe she's afraid. He's like, he can't fight for shit.
Let
She's
your man
afraid.
prove himself.
She is afraid. She almost lost him. She lost Charles. He's not really, I mean, I don't know how tested he is, but I don't know. Maybe it's his chance to prove some shit. I know she's gonna be badass. You gotta stop looking at Blackbeard like I'm trying to prove a point. I'm a bit afraid he's gonna do too much trying to
Come
prove
on,
something.
Jack.
He's angry too, right? He lost a friend.
Yeah, but he's not much of a brawler, though.
Come on, kick him! In the face! Yep. Okay. Ugh. That was close. We're good. I really do think he's trying to prove something to Blackbeard. Like, they lost Charles, so he's just...
We think this one's Flint's ship's master.
Oh, no.
You were part of Flint's inner circle.
Go fuck yourself.
You don't remember me, do you? I was there that day, in the forest. I saw what your people did to my men. I was told the children of the camp were encouraged to remove the ears from men I called friends. Trophies to mark the victory. We that remain do so in violation of our orders to return home. If we see England again, I imagine we'll have to answer for
With trophies.
Hold it.
Shit.
But some things are more important than duty. I doubt they'll turn on their own kind, my lord. This isn't that sort of a war anymore.
I think you'll be a bigger problem than Rogers.
Well, I'm starting to think he's about to, yeah.
I want this behind us.
Of course.
Fact is, they are angry because they lost, right? They did lose people.
My people have free reign over most of the rest of the island. Your people.
He started a little thing. He's in charge here.
The scouts are returning. I'll meet you inside.
Flint is not the captain here.
So Billy's in charge now. Interesting.
So now we have 3 heads in this little group. Flint, Maddie, and Billy. None of them like each other.
The only point in common they had was John.
Yep.
And where is he now? Still drowning.
Maybe taking him away is exactly what they're trying to do. Proving us that John is the only thing keeping this thing afloat.
121 prisoners we took today. Had our enemies 121 prisoners of ours, I imagine their deaths would be swift and cruel. For us, it means 121 prisoners to be housed and guarded. 121 mouths to feed. 121 trials to process.
That's what you're supposed to represent, though, dude. So if you start complaining, why are you here?
And these trials, they will all be taking place here.
It would please me if you would accommodate it, yes.
Shall I expect to be reimbursed for the costs of this?
As my friend, I would think you'd be eager to do your part to see our common enterprise survive its...
She needs to survive this too?
Have I not proved to you my friendship?
It's business too, man.
For myself, I made enemies of the pirates in order to ensure your success.
Made enemies of them.
May I suggest that...
I thank you for your aid today. It is, I believe, to be expected.
She's supposed to shut up.
Tomorrow. That is the burden that we all ought to share.
I serve you best, my lord, when I am seen by the street as having some independence from you. As your silent partner, I am able to...
There are no silent partners anymore. I will have no more of them.
So she'll have to publicly say that she's with him then.
But what it means is he rules and she has no say. Just like Eleanor has to shut up, she has to shut up as well. He's gotten to a point where he wants this over and he's tired of playing games, but it's tyranny over them, not partnership. But at least it's starting to look like that, right?
I assume they'll push to start the hangings right away, which doesn't leave us much time. We don't have sufficient numbers to move on Nassau directly and be assured victory. If we could dramatically increase those numbers...
Increase them how?
Yeah.
The Underhill plantation is home to well over 200 slaves. If we could convince even half of those slaves to join our fight, we might then actually be in a position to take back
Too long. All you're suggesting, we don't have time for that.
It'll take a few days.
The governor may be on his heels, but he won't stay that way for long. We need to strike quickly.
With what forces? You don't have the men.
Flint is a big fan of strategies that could end them, all being killed. Could get them all
The
killed.
next blow struck may be a decisive one, and we have to be the one that strikes. Stop!
And he's always hated that. He's willing to put people at risk.
I prepared these men to follow Long John Silver upon...
Are you named Long John Silver?
No.
Now, if you assume that in his absence that role now reverts to you, then you assume wrong.
He's so done.
So my men know your name, but you won't want to recruit them into this.
But they won't follow you.
So in the absence of Long John Silver, the men will look to me.
So you also shut up.
I'm so easily set aside.
Do you have value to me? Yes. But do we need you here? No.
He has the power
You know
now.
one thing. Somewhere on an island a few days' journey from here is a chest filled with treasure. And of the 3 men who know of that place, I may be the last one alive.
There is that.
Are you threatening to withhold the location of the chest that every man here is counting upon solely so you can maintain your own status here?
It was only so you don't backstab him.
Thinkable victory within our reach. And I will see this through by whatever means I have at my disposal.
I think we may have a conflict of interest.
Think what you like. My word will govern.
Oh god, this shot of Flynn when he's talking to Billy makes him look like a demon.
John told her.
3 men know the resting place of the chest, and 1 woman. It would be preferable if there were one voice to govern here tomorrow, but I don't think it's going to be quite so simple. There will be no pirates king here.
If it's not John.
Of that much I am certain.
That role belongs to my future boy. You don't get to take it. Especially if it's about to be a dick contest between these two.
So, what happened to him?
Yep. This looks insane. I don't think it's a good idea to go in a ship that's sinking thinking you're gonna find your way out. Like, you could have just gone up, no? Although, yeah, people are shooting up there.
Oh, I love the heartbeat sound.
I know. Sweeter! But then where is he? And like, now he is missing a leg. For real, like, no wooden stump or whatever. Oh, Goaty! Save her! Or him! Oh, she's stuck here! Oh, fuck. No, the goat! I'm somehow more sad about the goat than anyone else. Oh.
You through?
Yes.
She looks perfectly fine. He looks like a wreck.
When was the last time you fought in a vanguard?
Never? Yeah. But I think he's trying to replace Charles in a way because they lost
Trying
him.
to be his successor.
When I was in that carriage with the governor, I had a chance to end it all. Had I done more in that moment?
Oh.
Had I been more?
Charles would be alive.
Charles will still be here.
The idea that he might be looking down on me in this moment and find me not doing everything in my power to see his death answered for.
That's why he's doing
I'm
it.
willing to put my life at risk over. Charles Vane stood by us when no one else would. Charles Vane risked his life for us.
Fuck Charles Vane.
He is dead.
I felt the same way and you know it. Now I can't see what fucking sense it makes to keep trying to make him happy. I came here because we all agreed we had a chance to take Nassau back. I ain't here to prove anything. And I sure as shit ain't here to pretend a dead man might think better of me for it.
We are all here towards the end of retaking the island. We'll all just have to accept that we're driven by different things.
And what happens when those motives start demanding their own ends? And this thing we're all a part of starts splitting right down the middle?
That isn't going to happen.
It already is.
What did he do?
Set a course for Nassau.
Alone?
Send a message when we return.
Oh. Okay.
That this can all end.
Oh,
if the governor turns over the one thing he wants.
Eleanor. Now his wife. I don't think that's gonna happen. But that's okay, yeah, because now his need for revenge on Eleanor puts them at risk. So he's not fighting for a future, he's fighting for quick revenge.
Can you tell me what the fuck just happened back there?
I am asking her to bear no more sacrifice than you or I or a dozen others.
That is not what I am talking about, and you know it. What is it you are not telling me?
What are you hiding right now?
I don't want it. I need to know why you're behaving as if victory is so far away when to me it seems that it is so close at hand.
He's stressed and he's acting weirdly.
What does Spain do again?
When I informed Sarah of my intent to formally end our marriage,
Okay.
I did not know what the consequences would be.
Have you been cut off from
It would
England?
be significant. We barely spoken in years.
What did she do?
Her family intervened with a few of my larger creditors.
Oh, so she fucked you up.
Persuaded them to accelerate my timetables for repayment.
Ah.
And if those creditors call the loans, it will force the others to follow suit. The courts would issue the warrant, and I would be a fugitive from the law.
So you'd be a pirate?
No.
Why didn't you tell me?
I do not regret what I did, no matter the consequences. And I didn't want you to have any reason to think that I did.
He might not regret it, but he's been acting stressed and you know, he's been brooding quite a bit. But he's doing great.
Creditors respond to money when they respond to influence. Her family has both.
So does mine.
Still, you think? I'd assume any potential parent out there has denied her. Like, nope, you no longer belong to our group. Okay.
He made it ashore!
He's a survivor.
Shit, I can't wait for the season to end.
It just started. R.I.P GOAT. Oh shit! You get out.
Crawl away. Hurry up.
He's missing a leg. Yep. You can't hop. Oh shit! He's having a rough beginning here. Find something to hit him with. Fuck!
That's fucking Long John Silver.
Yeah, well, maybe. Yeah.
Long John Silver, welcome home.
I mean, hopefully the tale has spread so much that now, you know.
I mean, if people are telling stories about his end that he will be the pirate king, he will come to free us all, he might have a chance at survival.
But then again, this guy was walking alongside what I'm assuming were pirate bodies and killing whoever was left. So how much of a friend is he to our cause? I don't know. Or we thought he was killing off survivors, but maybe he's just, maybe there were a few that were, you know, British in there, or maybe he killed those that couldn't be saved and it's just better this way.
Maybe.
Let's just hope the tale is strong enough that in one way or the other, if he's an ally, which I doubt, you don't want to kill Long John Silver because he's gonna be the shit. He's the pirate king. But if he's not an ally, we don't kill Long John Silver.
If you're an enemy, Long John Silver will be a huge,
an example,
huge token for bargain.
Yes.
You need to keep him alive.
So we'll see where it leads. But right now, he is the fate that he has belongs to the tale, which he has had no say in. I mean, he knows about it, and I know Maddie's a supporter of it. Mm-hmm. I think part of him believes, just like she said, that without the strong around him, like before it was the crew, but now it's Flint, he cannot do things on his own, right? There's still a bit of doubt there, especially since his leg. Mm-hmm. But now he's got Maddie who's pushing him to be his own man, and she's like, I believe you can do shit on your own. He's afraid that him, being against Flint or him being put above Flint, even though he hinted at things last season, is gonna start some bullshit. But if she gives him the confidence, I do wonder if because I felt like he liked it a little bit. Like he was a bit pissed, but the way he talked about it, he's like, well, I mean, I didn't say I wanted this to happen, but it's not like he complained either. He didn't say he didn't want the title, so I do wonder if he's gonna lean into this.
I think for his case, it's more he needs to deal with it without us saying. He didn't show us to be the tale of Long John Silver. People are saying the tale for him, so he needs to deal with it. So
I know.
Have to do something about it. But I'm not happy, but I'm not mad, but I need to just deal with it.
To be fair, he never wanted this.
What it does bring is a potential conflict with Flint.
But that's the thing,
because
I wonder.
Flint doesn't like to be overthrown by other people for power position.
That's the thing. Right now I'm saying he is going to be at the hands of, whatever tale they built, because that's going to bring him one way or the other, but that's what's going to lead him now. But when he talked about it before, it sounded a lot like the only reason why he's not embracing that title, because he does enjoy the power, and I think he does like being in charge and shit, even though there was a bit of him that still thought he needed Flint, right? So that's why he's saying, I don't like this because it's going to pit me against Flint, or he's not going to like that. I do think he might have said that because the only, the bad thing that the title brings is a future fight with Flint, and he still thought he needed Flint to be somebody. And now Maddie's telling him he doesn't need Flint. She would push him, further. She would discard Flint. She doesn't like the guy. She doesn't trust him. She would back John up, and she's giving him the confidence. So if you take away the only issue, which is I still need Flint, so I don't want to destroy our relationship, will he, you think, follow through with that, embrace that title and be fine with it? Because we know he ends up being the pirate. He is Long John Silver in Treasure Island. Mm-hmm. So eventually he does accept the title. Right now he seemed a bit more nope. In the what's the word? In the interest of this alliance that we have, I cannot be Long John Silver because I still need Flint. But if you convince him he doesn't need Flint, he might be like, fuck Flint, I'm becoming, you know, the Pirate King.
I mean, it wouldn't be the only man saying fuck Flint. Because, I mean, we got Billy.
Except Billy is not Flint's friend. When John sank, Flint was gonna go get him. If Billy sank, he would have pushed him. No, you're dead. He did it before. We also saw, but then we saw, that's the thing.
Let dead take over, let dead take over.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? He is friends, or at least I think Flint, whereas John saw, like, he needs Flint because he believes he can't be something on his own. Flint needs John because he can't carry that weight on his own, right? So he considers himself a friend of John, but we also saw how he reacts when you try to take power from him with Billy, right?
I mean,
he'd be willing to sacrifice, because literally what he wants, what he talked about the future, like that was all about creating a future in Nassau. The money is the only way you can do that because you need money to build things. Now he made it sound like the win isn't as important as his survival through it, like his own interest. Granted, Billy's making it sound like he could get rid of Flint and he'd be totally fine. So I'd be like, well, I don't want you to backstab me, so I'm the only one who knows where the money is. You cannot get rid of me. But if we're just implying that you don't have to be in charge here, I can deal with this, and Flint's like, nope, I want to be in charge, and me being in charge here is more important than our victory.
I think in Flint's minds, he truly believed that he knows the best strategies to win this fight, to win this war, and to have a future with Nassau.
I will give him that he's good at strategies.
He is very good at strategies.
But his strategies often put people in danger. That's the whole point here, right? He'd attack Nassau right now, but with not enough men. Thinking like his rage drives him and he survives somehow. Like he knows he survives somehow. And maybe we ought to ask ourselves and ask him, you know, again, what are you truly after? Because are you trying to build a future for the people? Because I don't think he ever cared, or at least I don't think he cares about the people.
He's still got a point though. If you take 2 or 3 days to go and take more men with the slave at the plantation, but in the meantime, Rogers take over and destroy your campmen and your resistance.
Or at least he builds up a better defense. But it's kind of like...
Which is the better outcome?
I kind of feel like, just like we were talking about, like Blackbeard, he's seeking revenge for Charles and he's putting everyone at risk for that. Or like he doesn't care about the future. All he wants is his revenge. I'm like, if Flint is only after like, oh, I want my rage to have an escape somewhere, and beating Rogers is that escape because that's a win over England and that's revenge for Miranda and I forgot his name, Jesus. His boyfriend from back in the day. What was his name? Thomas, thank you.
I had Henry, Arthur. Nope, not the good one.
No, I
not
forgot
the good
somehow.
name.
It's been a while since we talked about him, but yeah, Thomas.
It's been a while since Thomas has been dead, it's fine.
Yes, I know. But that's the thing, right? Like now he's so full of rage, and he was saying he wanted to build a future, but that future is not just for him, right? It's supposed to be for all of these guys. But if you're willing to put them at risk, and in the end no one is left, who's going to build the future, right? So are you letting your anger control you so that you can have a quick victory no matter the cost against Rogers, therefore against England? Because if you do that, then I am more on Billy's side. Might as well let Rogers do his thing, but then we have a better chance of winning against him instead of knowing we're going to go against a wall and suffer many consequences, many casualties.
But we just learned right now that Rogers wants also to have a quick win, because the more he waits to win this fight, the more in debt he becomes, the more problem he has.
The more he's at risk of being branded a criminal.
The irony of it, right?
But he's got right now he's a bit desperate. That's making him make, you know, rash decisions, putting Eleanor to the side, which she doesn't like, and she's still not gonna like tomorrow when he keeps doing it, right? Whatever he says, he is putting her to the side because he believes he's got the right word of it. Like he doesn't want to make issues and stuff. He doesn't want men questioning his decisions because they think Eleanor's the one in charge, so he can't afford that. So he pushes her to the side, but he does it with Max as well, and Max has a lot of trust from a lot of people in this town. So if they see her shut up So Rogers takes over. That paints him as like a totalitarian almost, right? Like a guy who's not gonna let anyone help him. He's no longer the benefactor. He is the only one in power, and his rule goes. And now he's got a guy, headbend. Anyway, he's really after his revenge too, right? Like they're all so angry. And yeah, we're talking trials and we're gonna do things the fair way, but now he's complaining about doing things the fair way. And that guy is torturing the people.
So he might be tempted to, with that guy's solution of handling the prisoners.
I'm just saying, he said he wasn't going to be the villain, and now people were branding him the villain, and I thought he was going to be like, well, okay, you know what, I am going to be that.
He is a villain of a civilized civilization.
He is, but he pretended not to be, and like his methods always were influenced by that need to not be seen as the villain, but now I feel like he is backed up against a wall and he has no choice, so he's okay letting people get tortured. He's okay letting that that guy, the guy that is controlling the armies and is full of revenge, a need for revenge, right? He's okay letting that guy hang the people that he deems, complacent with, or like teaming up. He thinks they are teaming up with Flint, or they are, part of Billy's crew or whatever. Like he's gonna do whatever he wants to do because it's his only ally here right now. And he is pushing stuff on Max, and he is kind of betraying his allies.
To his credits, that guy went against England to come back home to stay and support Rogers.
He cut, people's ears off, and he went and hanged people out in the street, and...
I mean, that guy has a really... I don't want to say good cause, but he has a good reason to stay and say, I need to see this through and to win.
For him, he is angry.
But what if he goes back home, he's gonna be hanged because he went against England's order.
Well, I mean, he's not gonna be hanged. He's probably gonna be reprimanded.
Reprimanded.
Yeah, he's gonna have to answer for this or whatever. But the only reason he stayed is because he's angry and he wants to kill pirates. But the thing is, you're pretending to be
part. Comes back home. Exile. No.
No, but they are all pretending to be this civilized group that believe in the law and shit, but now they are controlled, or led rather, by two guys who are desperate for a win, desperate to cut corners, or desperate to get revenge and, so angry. So they are becoming the villain that we knew they were, but like they're not hiding now, even though they still say shit like, no, we're the good guys here. It's not looking good. They are a lot darker than they used to be, more intense, and I am thinking that it's going to lead to consequences because Max is not going to like being set aside. Eleanor's not going to like that either, although she's saying she can help with the influence of her family. What family is she talking about? Because I'm pretty sure they were already outcasts before her dad died and she was sentenced to death. So I don't know. We'll see.
Just her name might have still influence.
I think it was disgraced because she was supposed to die.
I will say that I didn't like how Rogers' right-hand man looked at Max when she was looking at him and seeing how brutal he was with the prisoners.
I was starting to think that,
he might see her as an accomplice and a traitor.
That's the thing. He is really angry at everything pirate. So anyone who
looks suspicious.
Yeah, anyone who might be in cahoots with the other guys, anyone who might have, lied or manipulated them to help the pirates, he could turn his side on them and be like, okay, I decide that you're a traitor and now you're whatever. Like, we know he hanged people. Like, yeah, they probably pretended, or maybe they held a trial, but we also know now they're cutting corners because it costs a lot to have them here and shit, and they are in a hurry.
I do wonder if it will make a difference if Max does say publicly that she's allied with Rogers, or if she wants to stay quiet about it.
She technically is already allied publicly with Rogers, but we always assume that basically the guys
She did say in the street she should independent from Rogers.
No, technically, we know she allied herself with Rogers. Well, what helped the people is that they trust Max, and she still has some measure of power in this alliance, so they feel more at ease knowing that, their voice is going to be heard through her as she deals with Rogers. But now Rogers is telling her to shut up. So I'm thinking it's going to be uneasy already, but they are becoming the villains that we thought they were, but they are publicly showing it now. Max is not going to be secure in her position. they are going to keep pushing, and the people might lose faith that, you know, their voice is being heard. Like, they are going to start seeing Rogers as this all-powerful guy who, like, you cannot cross, and you don't want to follow a guy like that. Like, you're claiming law and shit, but who made you king? You're not king. And then there's fear too, right? They're afraid of like the tale of Long John Silver. They're afraid of Flint. They would rather, you know, follow a guy like Billy, and if John, or the tale of John, represents guys like them, they'll follow that. So I think that it's already uneasy, but I am expecting people to start backstabbing, or at least start changing sides, or whatever. Like, there's gonna be a lot of death, but we got to keep an eye on this blonde guy. Birdinger? Anyway, this guy, because he's going to be an issue, and there's a lot of anger all around here, a lot of need for revenge, and that unfortunately leads to you making mistakes. And I'm not saying I'm rooting for Rogers and his group, I'm just saying from their side, it's not necessarily going to look good. They might lose control. So as much as they think, like, oh, okay, they are currently on their heels, but it's not going to last, I don't know, man. I'm thinking they're going to lose control, but we'll see. Just like back in the camp, right now we've got 3, you know, heads fighting one another because none of them trust each other. Billy doesn't want Flint in control. Flint doesn't like losing control, so he's gonna fight back. That makes me wonder what's gonna happen if John likes the idea of being king and he starts challenging Flint over it, but we'll see. I do think he believes he's got the right idea because he's so... I kind of understand that, right? When you're in charge of something and, like, you think that giving that control to someone else, you're just, it's doomed to fail, right? It's going to be doomed to fail because you won't be there to make sure it happens. Or if your idea is not the idea, then what? You're losing control. He's afraid of that. I am also wondering if his anger and his need for revenge over England is what's driving him instead of the fight for the future. Because if you're willing to, you know, keep the money, you're not fighting for the right thing, which doesn't put you in a good position with everyone else. But Maddie's also thinking of the future.
But not even though Flint doesn't have the money as a bargain chip, because Maddie's knows
got it.
The location as well.
And she'd rather have John, but she thinks John's dead. Granted, like, I think she'd be totally okay. Like, I think her idea would be to free the slaves, because that's, you know, that's the group she represents, right? We're the slaves. We want freedom. That's what you told us we would get fighting this war. Now all you've done is you know, bring us closer to death, and now you'd bring us even closer to death, and you'd leave them out there, right? Because you don't give a shit about us. So she already doesn't trust him. So
I'm not a parrot. I'm not in their position. But if I was in Flint's position, I will try to come up with a good strategy to free the slave, and it not takes 2 or 3 days.
I think we won't have a choice, but I'm also saying, I don't know if they think that Rogers has power that he doesn't really have. Or at least they don't understand how dire his situation is, but...
I mean, you always act upon things that you think that you know.
Yeah. I'm just saying that right now, there is a cause that we are fighting for, the future, the freedom of these people. But a lot of the big players, they're not, like, they claim to be going, you know, towards that. And they sort of are, but the motivations are not the right ones.
It's all about reputation, but yeah, like I said, the intentions and reasons are not.
Which could lead them to make mistakes. Because, like, okay, we're fighting for a better future, but Billy might be more interested in, you know, getting rid of Flint and, like, his anger at Flint than doing the right thing. Although I will say, you know, what he wanted to do was make sure they had a bigger army to make sure that they would win, right? So he still basically wants the men to survive, but his anger at Flint might create tension and stuff. Flint doesn't want to lose control, and I think he's more angry at England than you know, he's thinking of the future for people. Maddie, she's grieving. I think she might be the only one right now who truly seeks a future for people. She's the only one that's gonna keep these two guys, you know, a bit calm, because she has also power that she can wield against them. John, we'll see what happens to him. But yeah, back in Nassau, same thing. Rogers, he's gonna, you know, he needs to win this quick, but that might make him, you know, lead him to making mistakes. There's revenge going about. Unfortunately, Blackbeard, I don't think he doesn't care if he dies there. He just wants to kill Eleanor. He doesn't care about the future of people. He's just so angry. And same with Jack. I think he just wants
Jack trying to not to prove his worth to Blackbeard, but to Charles.
I think there's a bit of, you know, The fact is he looked at Blackbeard while he was fighting. Because yes, I think making Charles' legacy, like making Charles' sacrifice worth it, also means he needs to be good enough in the eye of Blackbeard. Because it's kind of a measure, right? Like Blackbeard is the pirate. He was Charles' mentor. If he agrees that Jack has done good, that's proof that okay, I did enough, like for Charles. But what he explained after fucking broke my heart, and it makes sense, right? Because like, how can you not think that Charles fucking gave his life for me? The only reason why, well, he was there for the money, but like he was there and he stayed behind to free me, right? So Charles represented Blackbeard's hope, the pirate's hope. Like he was a true guy of the free world. That's what he was fighting for. Like he was a strong contender in this fight, right? Like he was something, and now he's not there because he chose to stay back and save Jack. So Jack has to feel like it was worth it, feel like he was worth it, and he's always been about making something of his name, making himself be this legend. And now I think it's just pushing even more his need, because like he believes he took Charles away. He believes Charles is kind of looking down on him and judging him. So from now on, whatever you do gotta be worth my sacrifice. And so he's pushing. But he might not be the best fighter, and he's not necessarily tested. Like I don't think he ever fought in the Vanguard before. Anne is afraid of losing him, and he could end up pushing too much or trying too much to prove shit and end up dead. Like he's not using his head. Anne was saying trying to do something, hard the smart way isn't being afraid. And like usually Jack is the one coming up with the smart strategy. So
but now
if he
he's being blindsided by his guilt about Charles' death.
He's kind of trying, it's kind of like he's trying to do things Charles' way. But usually you were the one calming him.
But he's in Charles.
Exactly. And he was usually the one telling Charles, okay, like, we'll do things this way instead. Like, trying to keep the head in the group. Like, okay, I will take care of the strategies. Because he's a cerebral guy, right? But if he starts acting like this instead of like this.
Like he's the brawn instead of the brains.
And I think Blackbeard's totally fine with it because he wants revenge. So, if you want to prove some shit and you want to fight, we'll fight. Because I am also angry. But we're fighting for a future where we are still alive, guys. If
you ain't alive, there's no future.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Because like I said, Flint, Jack, Blackbeard, to a certain extent, like Rogers, all that shit. Well, I don't think Rogers wants to die, but like we're all these guys are so desperate for a win. It's kind of like they forgot that there's no win if you die, and there's no future if no one's left to live in it, right? But they're willing to sacrifice and put themselves in danger. So we're starting season 4 with a lot of angst, a lot of anger.
Oh man,
it's not looking good on either side, but we'll see what they do.
I think we will lose a lot of people that we cared about.
Well, the Groot already lost an ear. He looked different. I don't know. I don't think they recasted him, but I feel like I couldn't recognize him in the moment. I was like, is it him or is it someone that looks like him? But he lost an ear, and the guy that did it is going to be an issue. But yeah, both sides have now become ruthless. So the only people keeping their heads on their shoulders need to stay in charge as long as possible. Mm-hmm. Which in Nassau it's Max, I believe, and with the pirates right now it's Maddie. So, which by the way, I was thinking very early on in this episode, do you think Maddie's gonna die? Because there is something that's gonna push John over the edge to just becoming...
Oh, do you think that Flint will kill her to be the only... No, why would he kill her?
To be the only one that knows about the treasure?
Yeah, but if he does, he's gonna be against her mom and she's...
Oh, he's not doing... No. Whatever happens, it's not happening now. If it's an accident, it's an accident. If it's someone that does it...
An accident with Flint?
But then again, like... In the end... Well, Jack is not a part of Treasure Island, but it's Jack, John, and Flint that know about the treasure. Jack is gonna do his thing. I don't know how he's gonna come into the story when it comes to the treasure. But at the end of the day, John is supposed to be the only one in Treasure Island who knows where the treasure is, sort of, right?
I mean, I wouldn't.
Flint is probably gonna die.
I wouldn't be surprised if Maddie does die with what you just said.
I'm expecting
maybe Flint will cause an accident.
I don't know if it's Flint.
In his, not his madness, but in his rush to be sure to have a quick victory, or an assured victory over Rogers, maybe?
Well, you know, I didn't think of that, but it is true that if he thinks Maddie's the only one that knows, and it comes to a point where, like, he needs to be the only one that knows, he could try to get rid of her.
That's his only bargain chip. I know where the treasure is.
We're not there yet, though, because she is half this army. So, no, I don't think we're getting there quite yet, but I do not think she survives this season, because I'm thinking, like, if she is the calming voice here, how come John ends up being the ruthless pirate that we know from Treasure Island / Treasure Planet? I think she is his heart right now, and he's suffered the loss of his leg and stuff, and he goes into that darkness and he enjoys it. And I'm saying, I think he might, like, she's giving him the confidence to think he doesn't need Flint, so he might even go further and accept the title of Pirate King. But if she keeps him sane and keeps him level-headed, I don't think she survives this then. Or at least maybe she survives this, but in the meantime something happens. I don't know. But I was a bit afraid. I was like, oh shit. If she's the voice of reason, I don't think she survives this season.
Honestly, I do not think that Max will survive.
Max, okay.
Because of her position in Nassau, and the fact that to Rogers, right-hand man, she seems suspicious. Just his look at her, I was afraid for Max. I'm pretty sure that she will die this season.
I'm thinking she could survive, because right now she's seeing how it's turning out to be, and she might just switch sides in a way, which is going to be dangerous. But we kind of need someone inside that can help us. So I don't know. I feel like she goes with the winning side because she wants to survive. And right now the winning side might not necessarily be Rogers. Like, she's starting to feel afraid that her position is going to be, you know, changed and stuff. So Eleanor, I think, might go, because I don't see how she survives this shit. From Black Flag, I think Rogers is going to die. Flint, I don't know, but I don't think he survives either, because he's not in Treasure Island. All I know is that John and Billy make it. Billy ends up being fucking insane. But Maddie, I'm afraid, because I think something needs to push John over the limit. Although if he does end up fighting Flint, that could be like, I don't know.
We'll see.
Basically, this season is about to be intense.
We do predict that a lot of people will die.
Everyone.
I'm expecting it.
Everyone will die. No, please no. But yeah, we'll see. But like I said, there's a lot of emotions in this season so far.
Okay.
So thank you guys so much for watching this with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't, the next one shall be on YouTube next week. So gonna see you then, guys.
Bye!